Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Sunday night, November the 16th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Okay, you're going to have to bear with me because I am trying both streams again, the horizontal and the vertical. And I think I made it work this time, but I'm really interested to see if my comments, okay, that's right. Oh, no. Oh, this is good. I get comments from both the vertical and the horizontal stream in the chat, which is good. But then I think I have two different leaderboards, which is going to be very interesting to navigate. Okay. We will make it work. I'm glad that you are here. I just want to check this out. Sorry, this is going to be very brutal for the podcast listeners, but I just want to see what this looks like on my phone, and then don't worry, you'll have my complete and undivided attention. So vertical stream. Oh, it looks good actually. It looks actually half decent. Horizontal stream, that should be normal. Okay, but now I've basically split my audience. I have 20 people watching on the horizontal, 15 watching on the vertical, but I guess it doesn't matter, right? If all comments come here. It's separate chats, but both, I get messages from both chats to my StreamYard because I put this one, test, in the vertical one, and I can highlight it. So what's cool is, and on here it shows, wait, does it show that it's a vertical? No, okay. I now understand how this works. So thank you for bearing with me. Don't worry, we will talk about the big Canucks win. It's two different streams. So I did label one of them. I didn't label it anything. The other one I labeled it vertical. It's two different chats, but all chat messages from both streams get to my StreamYard. So that's a good thing. And then on my StreamYard, I actually see which of the two streams it's coming from. So that's a good thing as well. Very, very interesting. Okay. I'm learning new things as we go. So do two different streams, two different chats, two different leaderboards, but then obviously what I spit out is the same in terms of what I show, the comments that I highlight, and then, okay. You know what? We're going to make it work. Oh yeah. And that's the other thing I was going to say. It actually splits my audience. So I see 23 people watching on the horizontal, 23 watching on the vertical, and then on X, on Twitter, there's another, it says like 6 or 8. So yeah, we'll figure it out. But the most important thing, I'm glad you're here. Moderators, do what you need to do. Keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame franchise members, thanks for your support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, we're in the beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, lower mainland, province, country, continent, around the world. Thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anywhere else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you're here with me, know how much I always appreciate you and how much I never, ever take you for granted. So this is how you get involved tonight. And then I'm going to make a suggestion here. You can subscribe to the channel, get active in the chat session, get notified of my videos. You can like the video, like the fact that we are together, like the fact that I start my morning show tomorrow, like the fact that I got this horizontal and vertical thing to work, and like the fact that the Canucks win 6-2 with 5 goals in the third period with 4 assists from Quinn Hughes. Great win today, and we're going to break it all down. You can leave a donation and get the donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership, upgrade your membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. So this is what Sarah asked something about the comments. So vertical people can't see this chat, or is it the same thing? So Sarah, and I'm learning too. So it's 2 different streams. It's 2 different chats. Both chats get fed into my StreamYard. So whether it's the vertical or the horizontal stream, I can highlight different comments, but you're correct. You could end up being on one of the 2 streams and only chatting with the people on that particular stream. And I don't want to, I thought that maybe I could just turn off the chat on one of the streams on the vertical one. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm going to put a quick poll question up to you right now with regards to the chats, because maybe you guys don't care, but let's try this. Regarding the chats, what should I, because maybe you guys all want to be in the same stream, right? In terms of chats, keep both open, shut down the vertical, shut down the horizontal. And I'm definitely not going to say shut down both, because then that would defeat the whole purpose of this live stream. All right. So we are going to navigate this. I just know that it looks correct now, both on the horizontal and the vertical, which is nice. Not the disaster that it was last time I tried this. But yeah, it's interesting. There's 50 people watching on the horizontal and only 20 people watching on the vertical. And there are people chatting on the vertical as well. So we're just going to make it work. We're always trying to innovate. We're always trying to figure things out. This is just one of those things that we will figure out as we go. But I do think that the chat that is showing on the horizontal stream, the chat that you are seeing on the stream, whether you're vertical or horizontal, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you are seeing the chat that's on the horizontal stream. I'm almost pretty sure about that, because I can see on the stream right now, Rosario just said, "Hey, Lucas." And I believe that happened in the horizontal stream. Yes. And it's showing on the vertical stream. The horizontal chat is showing on the vertical stream. Sorry, it's so confusing. I'm still trying to figure all this out. Okay. Let's make it work. I'm gonna leave that chat up. That poll up for a little bit, because until the mid-show sponsor read. And if anyone wants to donate from the vertical stream, we can test this. I'm just kidding. You guys can donate whenever you want. Let's get into this. It is a big win for the Vancouver Canucks. They win 6-2 over the Tampa Bay Lightning. And the Swervin Yrvin says, yes, my StreamYard includes, that's a good point. It includes the vertical chat, the horizontal chat, and the Twitter chat. So I may actually not activate live chat on the vertical. You know what? Let's do that now. So if I edit it right now, everyone in the vertical stream, no, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to shut down the chat tomorrow. I'm not going to do it right now. We're going to have fun with it today. I don't know if fun's the right word, but we will make it work. So let's break down this game. Thank you for putting up with me, you guys. Let's break down this game. And we always start off by doing the Sedge VC, the Clay Edge Goal Visualizer commentary. Oh, yes. And we got a lot of goals to break down. And yeah, it's kind of cool. We already know the score was 6-2. So we'll do 2 Tampa games and then the 2 Tampa goals. And then we will do 6 Vancouver goals in a row. I'm just turning down everything so I don't have so much feedback. So I basically got double streams going everywhere. But before we do that, I don't know which stream he did this in, but it doesn't matter. Russell gets back into franchise membership. Actually, this is crazy. So I'm still figuring this out. On my StreamYard, I have 2 notifications from Nothing is Perfect, but I think you only became a member once. So let's do this. Russell, welcome back to franchise membership. This is Russell. Nothing is perfect. So welcome to Russell. Welcome back to franchise membership. Let's give Russell some love in the chat. Oh, interesting. So what happened on my end on StreamYard, it showed both him joining on franchise on my horizontal, and then it showed on vertical too. And I sure hope that he didn't join twice. We'll make it work. Hopefully you only get your credit card charged once, Russell. Thank you. Let's give some love to Russell in the chat. Appreciate his support as a fellow content creator. And then we have legendary Carol Bovenlander.
Hard.
So from Carol, we got, hey Clay, what a great win tonight. I was so happy to see you get so many points. Maybe the Canucks. Whatever. I was wondering if PD got any. We'll get into that in a second. What was the best part of the game? The best part of the game was the third period. So I'm going to break it down right now. Let's give legendary Carol Bovenlander some love in the chat as well. Yeah, interesting. And then it's showing Russell. Okay, I think it's glitching because now it's showing Russell becoming a franchise member again. It's all right. We will make it work. Yeah, Russell. No, actually, it was only twice. Once in horizontal and once in vertical. Yes, Connor, I will do anything for a buck or two. Okay, let's go. Let's get back to this Sedge VC, the Clay Edge Goal Visualizer commentary. And we start off with this first goal by the Tampa Bay Lightning. And it starts off innocently enough. The Lightning bring it in. And right here is the mix-up. Myers and Besser kind of, the Lightning do this switch or this fake switch off. And it actually confuses, or Myers and Besser are slow to react. So they do that crossing is point to Radish. And look, both Myers and Besser take point. No one takes Radish. At the same time, I'm not sure who Evander Kane is covering. It looks like no one, because PD's on this guy. We got Marcus Pearson on this guy. So you think that Kane should take Kucherov, because Kucherov's kind of a dangerous player, but Kane doesn't. Radish makes a great pass over to an unchecked Kucherov, one-timer past Lankin. So let's watch that in real time. I won't stop this one. And you'll just see just watch Kane kind of not check anyone. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing there. And then Radish makes a really good pass. 1-0 Tampa in a period that saw the Canucks get one shot on goal. Then, second period, 4 minutes in, the Lightning double their lead. So it's Chernak around, and then actually, there's a couple issues here. Was that from Garland? Anyways, this didn't get out here. Then the puck gets down to here. Hughes gives it up actually here. And then it goes Hagel to Chernak, who shoots it. And then it gets deflected in by Jake Gensel. So on this play, the Canucks had a few chances to get rid of the puck, and they were not able to do so. So now it's 2-0. Thankfully, the Canucks kill off a couple of penalties. And then Jake DeBrusk scores on a Canucks power play. Nice play here. So Sherwood up to Petey to Hughes. Back to Petey, and Petey makes an amazing move on Yanni Gourde. Boop! Leaves Yanni Gourde in his dust. Besser tries to get out of Petey's way. Petey does a hard shot, and then it bounces, and then Jake DeBrusk is there to pick up the rebound, and this cuts the Tampa lead in half. That was a great goal. I really like Petey's move on the blue line there. And then I got home from a church meeting. So I got home in the second intermission, and the Canucks were down 2-1. And I'm not saying the Canucks scored 5 straight goals only because I started watching, because there's been many times where it goes the other way, where I start watching and the Canucks let in a bunch of goals. But let's see what happens here. So this is a power play goal, and I think Chernik has already lost his stick here. So PD goes to Hughes, and Hughes puts it over to Besser, and Besser takes like a hard shot looking for deflection. It actually goes off of Sherwood's stick, just the tip of the stick, and it goes off of Moser's skate. So you need to be lucky sometimes, but at least the Canucks are getting the puck to the net. And again, that is Sherwood's goal. He deflects Besser's pass. So once again, or shot. So PD, no assist here to Hughes, who gets an assist to Besser. Hard shot off of Sherwood, off of Moser. Eric Chernik has no stick on that play. 2-2. Then, just 43 seconds later, a nice play by the Canucks fourth line. There we see it's some good pressure there. So Tampa has a chance to get it out. So Tampa has the puck there. Kucherov there. Then Point actually can't even get it out here. And then it's a nice play. Reichel doesn't get an assist, but he forces the turnover. McEachran, first shot gets blocked. Then he shoots again. And then Linus Karlsson tips it in where he gets all of his goals. Originally credited to McEachran. Now it's properly to Linus Karlsson. And now it's 3-2 Canucks. Then, just 53 seconds after that, it's Drew O'Connor. So this nice play. You'll see Kane to Hronek to Hughes. Hughes shoots it, takes it to the middle, shoots it, and there's a bunch of bodies there. Kane, PD, and it's O'Connor who gets a stick on that. Let's watch that again. Let's watch how Hughes creates some space. So Kane up to Hronek to Hughes. Look at all the space. This is not a power play. So look at all the space that Hughes has. Drags it in the middle against Gord again, then pretends he's going to go this way and does a quick cut back and shoots it. Kane provides some interference, some screening, and then O'Connor tips it. And now it's 4-2. And then, so that was 3 goals in the span of a minute and 40. Then a little bit later, McEachran gets his actual credited goal. Great play by Hughes, goes around the net, drag, finds Hronek up top, one-timer, and McEachran tips this one. It's kind of a weird one, but he tips it in. Slow dribbler. Now the Canucks are up 5-2. So my 4-2, I actually predicted 3-2. They blew that out of the water. Then they didn't even wait for my favorite score, 4-2. They didn't wait for 5-2 because Marcus Pettersson scores his first of the season into an empty net. Basically kind of gets it. It goes off of Gensel. And Pettersson shoots it from in front of our own net, straight down. Look at that. Dead center, pretty much. And the Canucks win the game 6-2. So, horrible start by the Canucks. They have 1 shot on net in the first period. 1 shot on net, then 6-6, 11-11. So they're outshot by 12 in the first period. So they're outshot by 12 overall. Tampa plays a system called a 1-1-3. 1 forward, 4 checks or sits on the center line. 1 forward sits on the blue line, and then 2 defensemen, the third forward, kind of sit in their zone. So if you picture, it's get by one guy, get by 3. That's why a lot of times Quinn Hughes was just sitting there in the zone with no one checking him because the Tampa Bay Lightning, they don't check you that way. But then they make it very hard for you to get into the zone and make it very hard for you to get shots. Like even in the second period, we only got 6 shots. So that's why we only got 1 shot in the first period. Apparently the Adam Foote and the veterans kind of challenged the team to do a bit better. And you saw the difference for the rest of the game. Shots on goal, 30-18 for Tampa. We won the faceoff battle. Finally, we win a special teams battle. We get go 2 for 3 in our power play, and we kill off both Tampa Bay penalties. Tampa Bay power plays. Equal penalty minutes. We have more hits, 27-18. We have more block shots. And that is an excellent start. By the way, I'm just going to check Tampa Bay Lightning injuries because we have to be fair in that they have so many guys injured right now. Lines. I don't have the full list in front of me, but I'm going to Daily Face-Off for the line combinations. They're showing as injured. Oh my gosh. So Victor Hedman, Ryan McDonough, Pontus Holmberg, Anthony Cirelli, Nick Paul, and Dominic James. So obviously Hedman and Cirelli and I guess McDonough are the 3 most noticeable ones. So they also had 6 guys out of the lineup today with injuries very similar to us. But we don't worry about that. We don't make excuses. We don't feel sorry for them because no one has certainly felt sorry for us. as we've been kind of navigating all of our injuries. Let's look at the box score. So in terms of points, we have Pettersson with 2 assists and McEachran with a goal and assist. So they are our leaders in terms of points for the forwards. PD's a +2. Reichel's a +2. Sorry, McEachran's a +2. Reichel's a +2. Garland's a -1. Garland only plays 4 minutes. He got in that fight near the start of the game and just 2 minutes in, and then only played a couple shifts after that. Adam Foote said that Connor Garland tweaked something in the fight, but said it wasn't that serious. Shots on goal, 3 for Besser. He had the most, 2 for DeBrusque. Blocked shots, Petey gets another one. Sasson gets 1. Hits, I like this. 4 from Sherwood, 3 from Kane, 3 from McEachran, 2 from Ratu. Just want to see how we did in the face-off dot. Besser probably only took 1 for 1. Let's see the centers. Petey went 55.6, Ratu 50, Sasson 50, and Reichel 40. So not bad. Now we go to the defenseman. Obviously Hughes with the monster game, 4 assists. Hronek with 2 assists. Then Pettersson gets his empty netter and Meyer gets assists. No one's a minus. +1s are even. And then, time on ice for the forwards. Connor Garland was low man, of course, because of his injury. That means everyone had to pick up the slack. So we had Petey just under 20, Besser under 18, Sherwood under 19, and then Kane just over 18. Then on D, you had Hughes playing 24. So that's better. That's not the 26 or 27 we're used to. And then I like this. I like our third pairing, the 2 young Swedes of Pettersson and Verlander. They played just under 15 minutes. 4 shots for Hughes to go along with 4 assists. 2 blocks for 3 of the defenders. Everyone except Hughes had a block. 3 hits for Hronek and DPD. And so overall, a solid game. And Kevin Lankin, what can you say? He was so good, so solid. The 2 goals that beat him, you can't really blame him. Another one got called back due to a high stick. But especially in the early going. And I don't know if this is a safe recipe, but early going, he kept the Canucks in the game. And that has happened on more than one occasion. Both Demko and Lankinen have kept the Canucks in games where really they have no business being in. So he makes 28 saves on 30 shots. We look at the scores. Pittsburgh shuts out Nashville in the second of their Sweden games. We win. The Golden Knights lose to Minnesota, but they get a point. Rangers lose at home, surprise, surprise, and the Avalanche beat the Islanders. So only 2 Pacific Division teams in action, us and the Golden Knights. You've added it all together, and then we look at it, and we look at our Pacific Division, and I like this win. It moves us past the Sharks. Granted, we played the most games along with Edmonton, but at least we are now, you can say, we're only 4 points out of first, 3 points out of second, and 2 points out of fourth, which is good. And we have a chance to get those 2 points tomorrow when we play against Florida. So 9-9-2 for purposes of 500, it's 9-9, and therefore we are exactly 500. Again, we got to get that over. You got to get that to 1, 2, or 3 games over 500 by the end of this month. So we still have time to do so. And then when you're looking at the actual wild card race, we're just 2 points out of a wild card spot. It's tight. Look at this: 23, 23, 22, 22, 22, 22, 21, 20, and then 19, and then a small gap after that. So you can see how the Canucks winning today made a big difference in the standings. I want to run one theory by you, and then we will kind of get into I'm going to give away some memberships. I'm going to talk about tomorrow morning show, and then close the poll, and then we'll get into all your questions and comments. Today's game kind of is like a kind of microcosm for how I feel about the Canucks season, in terms of just when you thought, when the Lightning went up 2-0 and they're out shooting us 13-1, in the game itself, you might be thinking, oh, there's no way the Canucks are going to come back. Then they come back and they actually win. But then you're not sure what you just saw. You're not sure if you should believe in this team and give them kudos because of great goaltending, great game by Quinn Hughes, and they're doing all this despite all their injuries. And all that can be true, but then you can still say, but I still don't believe in this team because that was pretty fluky today. Bad goaltending by Tampa. And I'm not sure if they're talented enough to do this every game. So that's the game part of it. But when I say the games could be a microcosm of the season, you might say in the season overall, okay, they're 500. They've had some issues, yet they've battled really hard despite all their injuries. But I'm not convinced that they're good enough to make the playoffs. I'm not convinced that they're good enough to do this all the time. So I'm happy with the win, a gutsy win. I sure hope Garland's not injured. He seems to get injured every single game now. But I'm still very careful to say, oh, just because of this, the Canucks are going to make the playoffs. Or, oh, just because of this, all their woes are behind them. They're still a 500 team. And 500 does not make the playoffs. I've said, if you want to be at 97 points to make the playoffs, that's my prediction, you need to be 15 games over 500. And we are not anything over 500. So we still have to win 15 more games than we lose in our final 62 games of the season. It's a tall task. It's not impossible. But as excited as I was about today's win, the way they did it concerns me. I love the fact that they pumped so many goals in the third period. Don't like their first period. And Tampa is an undermanned team. So I'm happy for the win. I'm sure most of you guys are happy with the win. But we have to look at, as I think Rosie said and others have said, the Canucks didn't really play their best game. They played a great period and a half, I'd say, the second half of the game. But the start is certainly concerning. So let's do this. I will do the mid-show sponsor read. Then I will give away some memberships. Then I will talk about tomorrow's show morning. Then I will close the poll, and then I will get to all of your comments and questions. Sound good? Sounds great. So let's do this. Let's start off by thanking my primary sponsor, and that, of course, is Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Thank you to my secondary sponsors. The first one is Gassy Jack Art, creator of this wonderful artwork that you see behind me. You can check him out and support him by buying his stuff at GassyJackArt.com. There's also Mulligan Golf Company, MLGNGolf.com. They're having a Black Friday sale on right now. Purchase golfing, apparel, and accessories at MLGNGolf.com. And then my supporting sponsor, Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Thanks to everyone who's purchased Canuck Clay merch. You can do so, at canuckclay.threadless.com. Don't forget, ways that you can support me are subscribing to the channel. You can like the video. You can leave a donation. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your membership. You can use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. So 2 leaderboards. On the horizontal leaderboard, it's Fangirl with 675, Elfin with 650, Swervin Yrvin with 375. And on the vertical leaderboard, it is Swervin Yrvin with 300, Simon with 100, and a bunch of people with 75. So 2 different leaderboards going. Not sure which one is more important to you, but yes, there are 2 leaderboards going right now. There's 60 people watching on the horizontal, another 16 watching on the vertical, and a bunch of you on X. You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this poll question in a minute, and then I'm going to ask one other poll question, and then we'll leave that second poll question on for the rest of the show. My show's tonight. No, this week, not tonight. Canucks After Dark tomorrow at 10, Parker and me. It'll be a post-game show, Canucks Panthers. Then I'm going to do an open house tomorrow night at 11:15. Then I have CCC regular Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week. And then, of course, the big one, tomorrow, my first morning show. I'm so glad I'm talking about a Canucks win. 7:45 Pacific time, probably horizontal and vertical, but I'll figure that out. It's going to be Clay M Canucks commentary. Clay in the AM, Clay M Canucks commentary. And I'm going to do a different format. I'm not going to review goals. I'm not going to review box scores, but I'm going to do what I liked, what I didn't like, one other thing, and what they said. And basically, I'm going to do a recap of the post-game interviews from Adam Foote and the players. So I hope you guys join me. It's going to be a quick half an hour show, but that will be at 7:45 tomorrow morning. I hope you can, if you're getting ready for school or work, or you're living in a different part of the country, continent, or the world, this might actually work even better for you. So join me tomorrow morning at 7:45. You guys just put a yes in the chat, either of the two chats, if you plan to join me tomorrow morning live at 7:45. Put it in the chat. I will highlight those ones. Anyone who says yes, I will highlight it in the chat. But truly, only those of you that you think you might be there at 7:45 tomorrow morning. Jackie says yes. Rosie says yes. Vancy Lobo says yes. Ian will be watching. Irwin says only if he's awake. Fangirl says yes. Irvin says yes. Oh, TikTok stream had to cater to both. Yeah, I'm not on TikTok, so I don't worry about that. Angus says yes, but you love your bed. That both can be true. Both can be true. Shannon says yes. Coach Rob can get me for about 20 minutes or so. Skytrain Alfred says yes. Sarah says yes. Awesome. And I'll be listening. Great. Thank you, everyone, for doing that. And I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to end this poll question. I'm trying to navigate the double stream, like the double chats. The double streams is fine. The double chats is fine because all of the messages come to me in StreamYard, but I recognize that there are two different chats happening. You guys might not care. You might be fine in two different chats. You might be fine in one or the other. So regarding the chats, what should I do? 53% of you saying keep both open. 38% say shut down the vertical, and 9% say shut down the horizontal, which I wasn't going to do. So right now you're saying keep both chats open. So I guess that's what I'll do until I'm told otherwise. There's something I was going to ask you. Oh no. So my second question to you was going to be about the chats, and now I've lost it. Oh no. Chat, horizontal, vertical. I was going to do another poll question, but now I've completely lost it. Chats, donations, polls. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. In the meantime, let's give away some memberships. All right.
3, 2, 1.
So shout out to Canuck Clay for gifting 5 franchise memberships. Welcome to Get Your Paper Route. Welcome to Crad, Canada Rules, America Drills. Welcome back to Jovito. Welcome to Witten. Oh, Witten of Canucks Uncensored. And Doodle Hockey. So we got a couple content creators that get franchise memberships. So welcome to Witten and Doodle. And welcome back to Jovito and Crad. And welcome to Get Your Paper Route. That's awesome. Glad to have you guys as franchise members. Honorable James Moore, Adam Foote said he doesn't think it's going to be serious. Said he tweaked it in the fight. Yes, I'll be at the next two. I'll be at the Dallas game on Thursday and the Flames game on Sunday. Okay. Clay highlight. What? Twitter is good for long form chats because it doesn't have the 150. Oh, interesting. Interesting. All right, friends, let's get to your questions and comments. I can't even remember what I was going to ask you, but if it comes to me, I will ask you. All right. Let's go. What are the things you're looking forward to when David Camp in the lineup tomorrow? 3 things: veteran leadership, penalty killing prowess, and face-off ability. And face-offs, as I said in my vlog yesterday, he can lighten the load on PD, and penalty killing, he can lighten the load on all the penalty killers because he is good. He's more valuable as a penalty killer actually than he is as 5-on-5, but obviously, he's a veteran. He's played 500 games in the NHL. I'm interested to see what he can do. Are you happy with the camp compensation? Huh? Compensation we gave. Or does the cap number make you uncomfortable? Very good, Swervin Yrvin. That is very impressive. Yeah, 1.1. That's basically the variable amount in the AHL. So I think that's just fine. You know, this is a great question, Fango. I thought it was going to be Mackenzie McEachern, but he had a heck of a game today. Then Archdeep Baines and Niels Oman were the healthy scratches, right? Then maybe you send down... Because Baines is not waiver exempt. No, Oman's not with us. What am I talking about? Yeah, do you try and get Archdeep Baines? It might be McEachern just because I don't know if they're so worried about Mackenzie McEachern getting picked up, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Yes, I'm going to the Dallas Stars game with Tyler. It's going to be a lot of fun. How is Kemp better than Ratu? Probably better penalty killer. Probably just more veteran leadership. Hey, bring Lankin to replace Demko's number one in your future. Only because of health, not because of merit. Canucks Black Skate is the Germany IHF colors. Now we have both Reichel and Kampf. Is Kampf German? What the heck? I thought he was something else. What did I think? What nationality is David Kampf? No, he's Czech. That's what I thought. Yeah, he's Czechia. Czechia, Yrvin is David Kampf. So we're going to meet Swervin Yrvin. Or no, you only want to meet Tyler. Yeah, Swervin Yrvin doesn't want to meet me. That's fine. Camping trip. James Moore thinks Baines will be the one going down. That is fair. I think we're going to win again, Simon. I think we're going to win again. And Connor says Baines is going to be set down. Shame for everybody, just isn't good enough. It's good news that Hito is skating now, but I feel Alvin and Rutherford still need to inquire for second line center. Yeah, Edmund, we'll see what Camp does, but I compare Camp to Teddy Bluger, very similar. So I don't think he's your solution, second line center. Baines, so a third vote for Baines. Compliment our roster. Camp is from Czechia. Yes, thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm happy we won today. The team isn't contender yet. They're missing a few pieces in the lineup. Yep. But I'm glad they won too. It is pronounced like Kempf. So you say the P and the F. Kempf. That's tough. Checkmate indeed. If Vancouver comes to Sweden or Europe, will you come over? Sure, Jackie, and I'll stay with you. I'll stay at your house. You'll be at the Flames game. Sweet. I've been checked. Very good. I don't know. Florida hasn't scored a lot of goals. Like, do you risk I can't believe I'm saying it. Do you say, okay, we've already got our 3 points from the trip. Do you put Patera in because you don't want to risk hurting Lankinen? Yeah, I think you got to play Patera. As Lankinen might tell you he feels good, he feels strong, but God forbid he gets hurt. I think you play Patera. I think Kempf is going to come in for someone. I don't know who tomorrow. Clay, you and Tyler can photobomb my hit on Russell's stream. No. We're not gonna. Russell wants you to be on his show, Yrvin, not me and Tyler. Yeah, Forbert's the only one that they didn't talk about today, right? In the updates. Tyler says it's Baines as well. Hughes was in a bitter mood. He smiled. Yeah, but did you see Edmund? He had his hands in his pockets in his sweatpants, which I thought was pretty funny. Would you agree that if the Canucks start to make the playoffs, they have to start stringing wins? Absolutely, because they got to get 15 more wins than losses in their last 60 games. We need to give Lankinen a break. Got to be Patera, save Lankinen for Dallas. Got to be Patera. There we go. Need to rest Lankinen before we get 2 injured goalies. Exactly, Seattle. Yeah, you guys are all smart. We're all saying the same thing, but you guys are all smart. Anyone seen Dino? This is the time where he usually drops the big dono. I only say that because it's usually a couple minutes after the Mitchell sponsor read. Put in Patera. Yep. Enjoying the late night Canucks talk. I appreciate that. DZ the Faded. I don't know if that's a nickname or you're actually, that's what you are, but thank you, DZ. Thanks for being here. Connor, I disagree completely. Lanky deserves to be number one, not just for Demko's health, but for being Mr. Reliable and consistent these past 2 seasons. Totally fair. Totally fair. I don't agree with that. I think when they're, well, you're taking into account the fact that he's more healthy, more reliable. I'm taking account that when Demko's healthy, he's the better goaltender. So that's fair. That you totally can have that opinion. I know it's not fair just to do it on salary or anything like that. I think we should be happy that we have Lankinen and he's saved our butt a couple times. But you know, I'm just saying in the Canucks' eyes, Demko's obviously their number one. Put Patera in net wearing Lankinen's jersey and mask. Don't want to hurt Lankinen. Oh, Dino was here before? That's cool. That's cool. Yep. We've won some games because of Lankinen, many games for sure. I also think he's been consistent in his health, but I think his game has been just okay. Today was very good. When Coots is NHL ready, should the Canucks put him at 3C or 4C? Let's worry about that, Fangirl, when he's ready. There's no point speculating now because we don't know who the other centers will be at that time. Medvedev, future number one? I don't disagree. Goaltending drama? Never. And it's like we summoned his name. Don't worry, Dino. I wasn't fishing for the dono. I just want to make sure that you're okay. But on cue, Dino with the dono. Give a shout out to Dino with the massive dono. Let's give Dino some love in the chat. I'm just trying to see who's chatting in the vertical stream because there's only 14 people there. But, oh yeah, so James is actually chatting in the vertical stream, which is fine. Again, I get everything. Both stream chats come to here. The only reason I suggested closing the vertical stream was so that everyone's in the same place. Yeah, you know, I'm going to ask it one more time. So hear me out. The reason why I would close, should I close the vertical stream, the vertical chat, not the stream. So hear me out. Yes, all messages get to me, but I want to avoid, no, if people want to be part of the bigger chat, should I close the live chat in the vertical stream in the future? And you might say, well, Clay, you just asked that. And if, again, it comes back, no, don't close it because people might either want to be in a smaller chat, which is fine, or they might, I do have a link to the horizontal chat in my, in the vertical stream. Okay, I'm not going to ask it then. We'll just let it be. So some love for Dino, which is good. Canucks used to be a goalie graveyard, yes. I think Lanks is going to be better with more games. That is fair. Shannon says we got to rest him. Speaking of which, Dino hype. Dino, give us a song. Dino hype. Yeah, lots of hype for Dino. We know, we love you. Okay, good. As long as you know I'm not fishing for the donations. I'm very appreciative of both you and your mom, Mena, and your sister as well. My prediction for the starting goaltender tomorrow, Simon, is going to be Yuri Patera. Say his name, and he appears, I believe, in Dino. Patera's serviceable. Could be decent. 279 goals against last year, and 899 in Abbey. 6'3" could be an okay east-west cross-zone shots we give up. That's a good point. Okay. You've calmed my nerves, Honorable James Moore. Glad you're well. Demko, they say week to week. Jog. Frank Cervalli said 2 to 3 weeks, but he's the only one who has said that. The Canucks said week to week today. Luongo played 4 seasons of 70 plus. Lanky will be fine. Interesting. But gone are the days of 70 plus games, right? Yeah, that's true. That is true. The vertical stream, we can't see what others are saying. And in this chat, we can see what others are saying. Interesting. So I'm going to go to my vertical stream on my phone. Oh, okay. I can see the live chat on the bottom of my chin. So I see the live chat, and then I see also the chat that I'm putting up right on the stream in StreamYard. So it's actually a little bit messy now that I look at it. It's okay. People will make it work. They'll choose what they want. And if someone finds it tomorrow vertical, it'll be interesting to see what the numbers are like. I like one chat. That's fair, Coach Rob. You a good guy. You a good guy. Score prediction for tomorrow. Heck, 4-2. Let's get it. Let's get it tomorrow. Shannon, that's a strong word. I love the horizontal stream and I hate the vertical stream. No problem, Shannon. Just don't go to it. I like one chat, the big one. Line change. I think he just said he's on tomorrow, which is good. Over, under, and DeBrusco goes at 1.5. Tomorrow, I'll go under. Undefeated with the 6-7 Clay. Oh my gosh. Yes, you saw my post. We've got a good, solid record against Florida. I fancy a 3. Man, I like the fact that you use the word fancy. Coach Rob likes one big chat. And I think, naturally, yeah, there's 62 people in the horizontal. There's only 14 in the vertical. So we'll see. Or maybe, is anyone doing double? Is anyone, for whatever reason, watching both the horizontal and the vertical? I don't know why you would. 2 more points tomorrow. I love it, Adam. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Chiefs lost again today. Ooh, Tyler teasing an announcement. Exciting. Samina, Namina, Waka Waka. What the heck is that? EP still a fraud. Would I find it shocking if Hito plays in December? No, not if it's late December. Like, he's skating a little bit now. Let's say he skates for 2 more weeks. I don't know what protocol is. I don't know what concussion timelines are. I've had 1 concussion, but I wasn't a professional athlete, so I just didn't do anything for a long time. Hey, no, you don't have to apologize. I like your mom's typing. Are the Canucks able to win the important next 3 games to go in the standings before going on a road trip to Cali? So can they win tomorrow? Yes. Can they win against Dallas? It's going to be tough. Can they win against Calgary? Sure. Let's get 2 out of the 3. They don't have to win all 3. Waka Waka by Shakira. Gotcha. Shannon is saying 5-3 Canucks. I like it. I like it. You're watching from 2 accounts, 2 streams. So we got RSA in the horizontal and we got confident but humble in the vertical. Love it. I'm not sure this is for me or for Tyler. I want to be there morning. And do you think we need good tonight? People first, can you ask that one more time? I'm not sure what you're asking there. In your opinion, after we get home this week, do you think we're going to get some of the injured players back? No, not for, because no one is day to day. They're all week to week. So it's going to be at least a couple weeks before we get Demko and or Bluger back. Last time where Canucks were in Florida, JT Miller scored the overtime winner. Nice. Yes, Rise FC won today. California road trip will be brutal. Well, maybe not for you guys, BC. Charlie wants the Panthers to win. Okay, we'll let him have that. Do you think we played better tonight? The second half of the game, we played better. The first half, and I've heard, and I don't want to spoil my thing for tomorrow, but they weren't happy with they played against Carolina. They certainly weren't happy with how they started the game tonight. Dino thinks it'll be 5-2. I like it. I like that optimism, Dino. Keep it up. Keep it up. Okay, friends, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, I didn't even know what the final score of the Grey Cup. So it was Saskatchewan. So okay, really quickly, just say yes or no. Do you take solace in this case, the BC Lions? Do you take solace in that the team that the Lions lost to won the Grey Cup? For example, if Edmonton had won the Stanley Cup last year, would you have taken any solace in the fact that 2 years ago that we lost to Edmonton in the playoffs? Basically, when someone eliminates our team from the playoffs, do you actually cheer for them? Are you kind of hoping they win so you can say we lost them? Or are you rooting against them? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Clay, are you coming to Russell's open house on the live streaming? I pop in there when I can. I'm not sure if you're asking about a certain show though. 5-1 Canucks. It'll be 6-7. No, you guys do not want the team to win. You guys don't take any solace. Gotcha. NFL pool. I won both my matchups today. So one of them I moved to 8-3. The other one I move up to 4-7. I'm getting a little bit better. You do take solace unless it's Edmonton. Yes, kind of solace. Never watched the CFL game. Ian, we should go to one. Yeah, I didn't know it was the Grey Cup. Nor did I know the Lions lost to the champs. Canucks have lost to multiple. Yes. So that's a good point, actually, Swervin Yrvin. That's a really good point. That was a dumb question of my. Once the Lions are out, I don't care. That's fair, Messier. I root against them. Would never cheer for the Oilers. Do you mean like an open house in real life, people first? I've done one meetup. Is Russell doing one? I'm very sorry that I'm not sure what you're asking. If you're asking if I'm going to go to one or if I'm going to one that Russell is doing. I can't believe we're paying Kane 5.125. Worst contract on the team by far. Even PDA haters have to agree. Yeah, Kane, he took that stupid penalty against Carolina. Then he wasn't great on that first goal today. Depends if the Oilers are playing. Calgary 89, Rangers 94, Avalanche 01, Red Wings 02, Bruins 11, Kings 12. Oh, I'm getting sad now. Oh, that's what you're saying. Russell's doing an open house on his stream tomorrow. Yeah, it'll depend on the time because I got Canucks After Dark at 10 and then on my own show, my own open house later in the evening. That's cool. That's cool. You know, probably not. Just philosophically, I'm trying to think of if what I'm going to say goes against or is in contrary to what I say on my own channel. But I'm not a regular in Russell's channel, and maybe he doesn't have a time, like a time crunch or time constraint. But I would feel bad taking time and space from someone who is a more regular for Russell, and B, maybe doesn't have a show, his own show, or have a chance to get on. But if Russell's, gonna fire through everyone, and he doesn't worry about that stuff, then more power to him for sure. It is something that I'm always trying to balance on my open houses. Is it a perk of a membership? So should I go in the order of Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise? Do I go with people who I think are going to be more articulate and better spoken? I'm not going to say who's who and who's not. Do I go with people who, and I think what I'm going to default to is, I'm not going to keep a tally, a spreadsheet, but I think I like it when we get on people who are rarely on. Like Jessica. It was awesome having, despite her camera not working, it was awesome to have Jessica on the last one because she is rarely on. Or Brian, who sometimes comes on, but he was tuning in all the way from overseas. So little things like that. All right. Russell doesn't normally do an open house. Yes, I'm aware of that. So that's cool. That's cool that he's doing it. Miller has 4 goals, 5 assists, -3 and 20. We won that trade. And I love JT as a Canuck. I know you did. I predicted Florida to win the cup. Only because Dustin's out of town. So he's got to fill some space. Awesome. Well, I'm glad for Russell, and I can attest that open houses are a wonderful way to give people a voice. He should call it something else. Not like, it's not like open house is my turn, but I think anyone who does open house should call it something else. Just call it something different. But I guess there's only so many certain names that we can call things, right? Okay, friends. Last question. Who would you like Vancouver to play in a global series? Well, I guess it depends where you're going, right? But yeah, any team that has either star power and or is a rival of ours. So rivals, I don't think Chicago, Boston are rivals. I'd say it's more of Edmonton, Calgary now. And there's star power. You can go Colorado, you can go Toronto. You go a lot of different teams for sure. Oh, open mic night. That's a good. These are great names. I might steal these instead. Hotline is great. Open mic night. The voice of the voiceless. That's awesome. That is awesome. I enjoy talking with the streamers about the team, but when it comes to lines, I really suck at that. You mean when it comes to do you mean like actual lines, like forward lines? Oh yes, I leave it to the experts to pick what they want. Awesome. Awesome. I want the Canucks to play Moto. That would be fun. Karaoke night. Yeah, next time actually we'll run different names for open house. The highlight reel, drink it in, man. Love it, love it, love it. Wrestling fans will have no clue what we are talking about. All right, I want to show you one last thing because I made a graphic for it, but I forgot to show you guys. So I put this up on Twitter, X, earlier, and it's just a visual representation of what I'm doing tomorrow. So this is what I tweeted. Excited to try something new on my YouTube channel. I'll be doing a quick 30-minute show every morning the day after a Canucks game starting at 7:45. My first show will be Monday, November 17th, so that's tomorrow. So happy I'll be talking about a Canucks win. Clay plus AM. Thanks to Yrvin. This was Yrvin's suggestion. Clay AM Canucks commentary. That's me holding my pillow and a fake coffee. So there we go. That is tomorrow. No problem. You're late tonight, Ryan, but you could be one of the first ones tomorrow when I do my first show. I just played beer league, scored 2 goals, and screamed Clay's name. I'm not sure I believe you, but that deserves one of these. That is awesome. Yrvin says, nice long pillow. That picture is gold. Fangirl, one YouTuber has a phone line that viewers call in questions. Then he listens to the voicemails and does a video answering the questions. Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But that's similar to what my members AMA is. Uncensored Arena. Hey, Canucks Uncensored. With the coffee and the pillow. There you go. Royal YouTube Rumble. I love these names. Uncensored Arena. I love these names. These are good. Nice to see you, Connor. Uncensored Arena. That's good. That is good. All right, friends. It is midnight. No, Shannon, actually, you will not see me in pajamas. Given the time of the show and where I have to go right after, you're actually going to see me in the opposite of pajamas. And that doesn't mean I'm not wearing anything. No. Keep your fantasies out of that, everyone. I'm just kidding. No one is fantasizing that. Yes, we will talk. I can't wait to hang out with you, Tyler, on Thursday. See you tomorrow. Clay Mania, WrestleMania. I love it. What you gonna do, brother? Oh, yeah. Okay, and then BC Beasley, I'm gonna give it to him one more time because I think that's his favorite. So after Ryan scored his second goal, he yelled out, "Who do you think you are? I am." And he says, "Like the stream." By the way, I want to walk back something. It sounded like, anyone can call anything what they want on their show. And it's not about, it doesn't matter who did what first and who's whatever. So I just realized that I probably came across as grumpy old man. If someone, like anyone can call anything open house. Anyone can call anything, Edge Go Visualizer commentary. Anyone can call anything, right? Dono drops, whatever. I'm going to walk back. I shouldn't have said that anyone should not call their thing open house because I don't own the term open house. I'm sure many people have used the term open house before me. So I don't get defensive. I want people to do new things. I want people to try new things. And that's awesome. I think Tyler's done them. I think Russell has done them. I think it's awesome, and name it whatever you want. So that's the one thing I'll take back because that was kind of stupid for me to say, and it wasn't even because I was 0% upset. It was just the first thing that came to my mind. Like, it'd be cool if everyone had different names for their things because you guys just dropped me a lot of really good suggestions, even for my own open house. But then I won't take it if you guys are gonna use it for sure. You're gonna see me in the morning. Awesome. If you smell what the Clay is streaming. We have to. That's true. I don't know if there's Jordan because he's the realtor or Witten who's looking out for Jordan. We have to save open house for realtors. That's pretty good. That could probably be the line of the night. Yes, we will do the Mega Powers handshake on Thursday. You guys are awesome. I'm awesome. The Canucks are awesome. Quinn Hughes is awesome. So I hope you guys join me tomorrow morning at 7:45. If you can make it, I'm going to do it's going to look the same. Like I'm not going to change this room just for my morning show. Maybe do a different color in the background, like a yellowish because it's morning. representing sun that we don't see anymore here. And but I'm definitely not going to do box score. I'm not going to do goal edge, edge goal visualizer. I am going to do what I liked, what I didn't like, and one other thing. And there can be multiple things in those first two: what I like, what I didn't like. And then I'm going to recap some interviews and then turn it over to all of you. I can't wear pajamas because I won't have enough time to go from pajamas to my shirt and tie to work. So you might see a bit of a stuffy looking Clay, and I don't drink coffee. So this thumbnail I have is a complete farce. Yes, because it's a misrepresentation. Okay, friends, let's wrap this up. I want to thank my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Gassy Jack Art, and Mulligan Golf Company. I want to thank legends, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Line Change, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Brian Blingy Choi, legendary Swervin Yrvin, and legendary Lucas Gates. No, I said him, and legendary Andrew Chang. Thanks to all the legends. Thanks to all the Hall of Fame members. Thanks to the franchise members. Appreciate all you guys. Go over to my post where I ask for members ask me anything. Because if I don't get 3 submissions, I don't even do a video. I will do that video tomorrow night. So you can check that out. Don't forget, tomorrow morning at 7:45, I will be streaming the debut of Clay M Canucks commentary. Don't expect any new bells and whistles. It's going to look pretty much like this, but different content, which is the most important thing. Thanks to Russell, becoming a franchise member. Thanks to legendary Carol Bovenlander for her monthly membership message. Thank you to Canuck Clay for gifting 5 franchise members. Thanks to Dino with the big dono. And thanks to Ryan, BC Beasley, for the donation, for scoring 2 goals, and for screaming my name at the top of his lungs. Shirtless, bulky Clay. Neither of those are true. You want to see your Canucks onesies? No. Oh, and the leaderboards. There's 2 of them. On the horizontal leaderboard, Dino with the dono has his 1075 points. Fangirl has 750. Skychain Alfred has 650. Swervin Yrvin has 450. And Ryan, BC has 300 on that last dono. So that is the horizontal leaderboard. And on the vertical leaderboard, whoa, see it, it's going crazy with the and Shannon with the emojis there. The vertical leaderboard is Swervin Yrvin, who wins with a massive 300 points. Simon comes in second, and then a bunch of people tied for third. All right, let's do this. Last thing, I'm going to put it on the poll, and I'm going to leave this open for 1 minute. So answer this right now. Should I keep doing the vertical? I know Shannon's going to vote no. Live stream as well going forward. So I'm going to give you 1 minute to vote on this. Consider however you want. Consider the fact that I have to navigate 2 streams, which is easy. All the comps come to me. Consider the fact that there's 2 leaderboards. Consider the fact that there's 2 different chats and the blessings and curses that come with that. More opportunities to chat, more opportunities to maybe get your voice heard, but then 2 chats to keep tabs on, and maybe a bit of FOMO as well, from a standpoint of you don't want to miss out on one chat or the other. I got to figure out if it's worth, I think maybe I have to keep trying it for a week to see what the numbers are like. Cause maybe the vertical live streams get a lot of, just reading Irvin's comment. Maybe the vertical live streams get a lot of replay value because they are vertical. But a couple of you said, no need to do the vertical. Emoji spam before your morning show inauguration. I love it. By the way, if you're in the vertical stream, don't swipe up. You might end up seeing something you don't want to see. Yeah. I'm not saying that's your algorithm, Irvin. I'm just saying that, yeah, I get that on X as well. And Instagram, they're always watching us. They're always watching us. Okay. Interesting. So I did it for a minute. I said, should I continue doing the vertical live stream? And only 20 votes, so it's not the most scientific, but 75%, 3/4 of you are saying no, don't do it. The other thing is I could do it. You guys just don't go to it. Like everyone will seem to kind of flock to the horizontal one. That was the numbers tonight, at least. It was like 4-1, 5-1. And then, yeah. Okay. Something for me to think about. Clay, the vertical one is more for if you are going to cut it. Yeah. So I'm not going to do TikTok, and I'm not going to edit to shorts. Yeah, that's a good point. I think I'll see what the numbers are like. Okay, friends, whether you're watching on horizontal or vertical, I appreciate you just the same. 7:45 tomorrow morning for anyone who wants to check it out. A bit of a different take on things or a different way of doing things. And then Canucks After Dark at 10. And then my maybe renamed open house, maybe not, at 11:15. Thanks everyone for being here. You're awesome. I'm awesome. We are all awesome. Oh, and Irwin says, do Clay M exclusive vertical there. Yeah, but I don't want to do it at the risk of, that's actually a good point. Just do a vertical stream. Actually, I'm going to end with one last poll question. And just put it in the chat before I wrap up. Do you guys watch me? Are you watching me right now on a phone or on a computer, whether there's a desktop or a laptop? Are you watching me on a phone? Or are you watching me on a laptop or desktop? Because Irwin might be onto something here. Is do the Clay M. Yeah, but no, I want it on Twitter though. And that's going to be horizontal. So what do we got? Tablet, computer, phone, laptop, iPad, both. Phone connected to my TV, phone. Interesting. Neither. PS5. Oh, I like that, Irwin. Phone, laptop, mobile, but I like computer, TV hooked up with my phone. Okay, I think I'm going to try vertical for this week and then make a decision, but I always appreciate you guys and your comments. Now, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. By the way, you old school people, you'll remember that cassette tapes had side A and side B. Yes, the old cassette tapes we used to listen to had side A and side B. So I guess it's only logical then the successor was CD. CDs. God bless and go Canucks go. Booyah.